All right, this is Bill. I'm at the ROCKNPOD Expo in Nashville, Tennessee, and I'm sitting here with a band called Kaato.
That's
correct. You
Did I
got
get
it.
right?
Oh my goodness, that's brilliant.
I told you, I've seen you before, and I think you mentioned that before. So
Maybe, yeah.
I probably hadn't had enough to drink. That's why I remember it.
You are behaving yourself.
Yes, you guys need to introduce yourself. So we are a mic short, so they're gonna share down there in the end because we only brought 3. So there you go. But go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm Kurt. I'm the lead singer of Kaato.
I'm Mika. I'm the bass player.
I am Hunter, and I am the lead guitar player.
All right, so you have no drummer.
We do have a drummer. He's just currently on tour. Our drummer is Christopher Williams. He's playing with Accept right now.
We don't. That's your drummer?
Yeah.
That guy?
man.
Come on.
He's
Okay, I'll tell you a funny story about Christopher. So
here we go.
last year we let Christopher Williams and E.T. Brown just do their own interview.
Love those guys.
It was. Dude, it was not right.
Oh my God.
There was so much shit not right about that.
Oh my gosh.
It talked about, let's see, I think the main topic was fart machines and fart spray.
Christopher.
And yeah, totally Christopher stuff. So,
oh man.
But we've interviewed him a couple of times, actually both of them, and they're great guys.
Isn't he just brilliant?
Yeah, they're just great.
Love him.
Great. So I saw you play with the Rock and Roll Residency, and that's not what we're here to talk about. We're going to talk about you guys.
No, it's fine, please.
But that was my first introduction to you. So you got a great voice, man. It's awesome.
Thank you very
Good
much.
Stuff.
Yeah, we owe a lot to the residency. They've been very kind to us.
Yeah, they are some talented dudes. So I interviewed Michael Sweet earlier.
Awesome.
And asked him if he had ever heard of those guys, because I figured he just lived here like everybody else does.
Of course.
And he doesn't. He actually lives in Boston.
Oh,
and he said those are probably some of the most talented guys I've ever played with.
Mm-hmm. They are, and honestly,
I was like, yeah. For sure.
They're unbelievable. I mean, when we first went to Japan, they came with us. You know, Phil and Jer came to play guitar, and honestly, getting to work with those guys was a really just a pleasure. You know what I mean? They're so great at not only playing guitar, but listening and learning and just being all-round great guys on tour.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah. All right, so we got all that stuff. Let's talk about your band.
Absolutely.
What's going on?
Right now, we released our latest album, Slam, in March of this year. After that, we shot a music video for the single Communication, which is out on YouTube right now. And the last couple of weeks, we've been harassing booking agents in different venues, trying to organize some dates over here, not only in Tennessee, but around the United States, trying to, inform our presence here a little bit more. We've focused a lot on Japan and UK and Europe over the past couple of years, but haven't really had the opportunity due to visa reasons to play music over here. So now that we've got our visas, we're ready to earn some money and ready to get on the road. Yeah.
Well, I noticed you don't have a Tennessee accent.
No, far from it.
What are you talking about, man? I'm from Tennessee.
There you go, finally.
Exactly, that guy. Ashland
City, in fact.
There you go.
I love it. Yeah.
So where are you guys out of?
We're from Sydney, Australia.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Just a hop, skip, and a jump.
Yeah, just
short plane ride.
Oh yeah. It's only 26 hours or something. No worries.
That's all it is.
Never, some would say.
There you go.
Yeah.
So how is the band doing over there? You guys just monsters over there?
In Australia?
Is it going really well, or is it
not really?
Is it more Europe that's going really?
It's more Japan, I would say.
Go Japan.
Mainly Japan. Australia's a tough one. Like, we've done a few tours over there. Like, we love it. There's a lot of good bands. We have a pretty good fan base down there, but realistically, when we made this big push with the band was when we started coming over here, touring over in Europe and Japan. We did have an old lineup in Australia, but some of those musicians fell through. And that was when we decided to make the move over here. And since then, things have just picked up like crazy. We've worked with a producer, got an album out, went to Europe, Japan. It's just really kicked off since we've come over here. So
yeah, I'd almost say that maybe Australia is possibly our most neglected market so far, in a way. But we're hoping to pick up a bit of speed and return with a bit more presence and sort of do something a bit bigger than the usual.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
I mean, here's what we've done over there. Now it's time to come home and kick your asses.
Exactly. Pretty much. Yeah.
So get ready. We're going to come back for you.
Hey, get ready.
That'd be cool. So talk about your musical influences.
Sure. This has got to be the hardest question we get asked. It seems like we've got like a list of 100, and then you get asked the question, you're like, what? Like Aerosmith, Led Zeppelin, Cheap Trick, Boston, the Eagles, Fleetwood Mac. the Babies, Black Sabbath,
Winter Brothers,
Yeah.
like, you know, Rick Derringer, you know, just like 70s glam rock is probably where it starts, and then...
So how did you, that's a question I always have. So that's your influence. Where did it come from? Who did you hear it from? Is your parents?
My parents, yeah.
Good parenting. See, that's
Yeah.
my motto.
Absolutely.
Good parenting.
Yeah.
That gets everybody, that gets guys your age, and I know you're not, so you're not
Absolutely.
the ages that we are, so yeah, which is great. That's what
No.
gets you into music, so
We are
it's cool.
inside. But, you know,
God, I hope not. And I hope everything functions better than it does at this age. I'm just going to tell you that right now.
sometimes, yeah, exactly. No, but yeah, I think it was more the parents and stuff like that. I mean, prior to finding classic rock and that sort of style of music, it was more like metal and hardcore
Yeah.
and pop punk and stuff like that, which was a bit more popular. But I remember, you know, putting on a record for the first time, which was Styx's Paradise Theatre, and hearing
yeah.
it and going, how have I never heard this before in my life?
Then you listen to Mr. Roboto and go, I know why.
Yeah,
I've never
exactly.
heard
Oh my
What
gosh.
the hell happened?
What happened, man? Yeah, exactly. But, you know, it was sort of that slow trickle in of being like, I feel like I know what music is all about. And then you discover this thing and you're like, wait a second, this is what I'm meant to do. You know, I really felt that. And I think that Mika and Hunter felt the same way when, you know, they put on a record for the first time or they heard that classic rock
we're getting
song that
invaded.
Really... Oh, my goodness. Oh. Speaking of...
Speaking of the devil, we
it's
actually
Jeremy
talked about you
Asbrook.
guys.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so we're going to interview them later, and actually we're not, because we only have 3 mics. So what we did was, you guys are interviewing each other. So that's what we told those guys. So it'll end up being a freaking train wreck.
Oh, that's going to be a
or
blast.
it'll be just hilarious.
It's going to be
beyond belief.
great.
Yeah.
I'm going to be
That's
on.
great.
I tell you, so have you seen some of their commercials?
Commercials?
Yeah, they've done some like YouTube video commercials, things where oh my
I've
god.
seen like a lot of Phil stuff, and Ryan, I've seen them do like a lot of different things.
Yeah,
Like,
sure.
Yeah, they've done a couple like little commercial things where it's just hilarious. it's not right. Sorry.
No worries. Come on.
We digress.
Yeah.
So what have you found? This is like have you done this? But you guys were here last year, right?
No, this is our
the
first Rockin'
time?
Pod.
Okay, so really, literally.
we showed up, but we didn't do
Oh,
any.
okay.
Like, we just kind of made a quick appearance and
Okay.
just to check it out. But no, Chris hit us up this year, and yeah, we like I said, we were there last year. It looked like a lot of fun, and now we've got a lot more to talk about. So so we're here.
It's probably better.
So have you made some pretty good rounds today then? Talked to
Yeah,
some
this is our
good people.
5th. We've had a few
Good. All right.
good
That's
ones.
Good. That's good.
They're really fun. We didn't know what to expect coming in here, and it's been a blast. Like, it's really been a lot of fun.
It's fun. It's nice and on the spot, you know, not too much thinking about it.
Yeah,
I like
just,
that.
You know, that's how we work. So this podcast works that way. Our podcast really is like 3 guys sitting in a bar having a chat, except for there's usually 3 guys and a guest, but when there's you guys, we just have me and you guys, which is kind of cool. But yeah, it's pretty laid back and relaxed, that kind of stuff. So what do you want people to know about your music and stuff from our podcast? What's the most important thing?
Well, to start, we don't care if you don't like it.
There you go.
If you don't like it, don't listen to it.
Yeah, because it's not about them, it's about you.
Exactly.
It's all about me, darling.
There you go.
Always.
No, but really, yeah, we
Future
just...
star right here.
We just want to put it out there that, you know, in all aspects, we are not trying to be a 100% throwback band in any way. We are not trying to rehash the same sound in any way. We are trying to bring organic rock music to the spotlight in 2019 and try and reinvigorate people's passion for that style of music, because, you know, being someone who really had no idea that any of this music even existed prior to being shown it by my parents, I feel like there are a lot of young people out there who were just like me, like, no, this is what I like, this is what good music is all about, and all they need is to hear that one song that really changes their minds and breaks them into a new type of music. You know, like, I love classic rock music. Do I like classic rock? Yes, I do. Do I like Beyonce? Yes, I do. You know, like, break out of your shell, try something new.
We can bleep that if you want to.
Yeah, I think you should. I regret saying it.
No. It's cool because you know what?
You've got me feeling so crazy right now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. But it is kind of, you know, that's important because there, you know, if you go through life and all you listen to is one type of music,
oh my gosh,
you're missing so much. And and you guys know this too.
Yeah.
Music is about emotion, right?
Absolutely.
It's about the emotion that it evokes, a song that touches you, a place, a time, whatever.
Absolutely.
But it all doesn't come in a vacuum. It's got to come from different genres. It's got to come from different things.
If you don't listen to Shaka Khan, man.
I was just about to bring it up.
We're on a big Shaka Khan kick
We are
right
on a
now.
big Shaka Khan kick right now, and over the past 2 weeks, we've bought tickets to 3 different concerts. First one is Shaka Khan, the second one is Mott the Hoople, and the third one is King's X. And I think between those 3, that sort of describes our base taste in music.
There you go.
You've got the rock, you've got the funk, the R&B.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And then you've got the sort of heavier metal style, progressive metal. I think that you've got to be able to branch out. And I find that people sort of pigeonhole things and go, no, I like music that's got this and I like music that's got that. But you don't actually realize how much music correlates between genres until you start to diversify your taste. You start to realize, oh, I never thought I would like that. But actually, there's this one thing in the background that's really, getting me interested.
It's really kind of funny, too, because, I know that's for me, and it sounds to me like it's the same with you guys. If somebody picked up my playlist on my phone and looked at it, they would go, what the hell is wrong with you?
Oh, my gosh, dude, it's crazy.
It's all over the map. There's all kinds of stuff on there.
Absolutely.
I have to tell you, I got some Britney Spears on there. I think she's got some good stuff.
Oh my God, Toxic! Oh my, what a banger!
There's some good stuff out there. And I've got some stuff out there that's the exact opposite.
But that's the thing.
But it's all over the map, and it's got to be, because if you're getting that one thing, it's just not a good thing.
Totally, man. I've got this party playlist that goes everything from metal to rock to J-Lo to what I mean. It just skips all over the place, and to be honest, not many people even notice the changes when they're playing because it's all got the same feel-good vibe. Just one doesn't have dirty guitars and the other one's got a funky clav in it.
Yep. So how do you guys get more out there nowadays than back in the day? Because back in the day you had a record label pushing, there were there was money, and that's a challenge. That's
absolutely.
That's not there
it's
anymore,
different now.
So how do you get out there?
Social media's got to be huge. Unfortunately, it's all social media. You've got to be active, you've got to be posting, engaging, playing shows. Obviously, that doesn't change. You're playing shows at clubs, getting new fans there. Really, just everything and anything. YouTube videos, music videos, they're not on TV anymore, but YouTube's the new platform for it. So it's pretty much just content, constantly having new content, keeping people engaged and interested, and chucking some shows on top of that, good music.
And don't get me wrong, it's hard and it sucks. But, as you said, there are no big labels anymore willing to chuck you, a $100,000 contract and, send you to a big recording studio and let you, piss around in there for a little bit. And,
it's a necessary evil, if you will.
It is, yeah.
No one likes social media, I don't think. It's kind of just like you're living through other people's lives.
Yeah.
And you've got to make it interesting for them.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's always, just the push to stay new and stay relevant and, try and getting new things out there and not to swamp them too much and etc. I wish that we could, go back in time to, even,
But
91.
It's kind of interesting, though, because I've had some conversations with some people that were, had bands back in the 80s and the early 90s and whatever, and the contracts, even the recording contracts back then were so shitty.
They were.
That they don't have any money. Yeah. There was no money back there. So it's a challenge, but, you guys being out here and, coming across the pond and, working and, doing these podcasts and doing other things and being at shows, showing up at the Rock and Roll Residency and throwing yourself out there in front of 500 people in a night, that's something that's going to get you noticed. And
absolutely, and that's just what you got to do.
I applaud you guys for putting it out there. It's tough.
Thank you so much, brother.
So I appreciate that.
Appreciate you.
All right, well, thanks a lot, guys, for sticking around. And, hey, tell us where they can find you. So let's plug their social media stuff.
At Kaato Band on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all of it. www.kaatomusic.com.
That's our website.
Yep, website, Kaato Music. YouTube, we just released a new music video.
Yep.
So check that out on YouTube.
What's it called?
It's called Communication.
Oh, yes, you said that earlier.
Yep.
That's all right.
That was the blast.
Short-term memory.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm right there with you.
I got nothing.
And I think that's it. Yeah, social media, at Kaato Band, YouTube, website.
Yep, you can find a new album, Slam, pretty much anywhere where you can find music.
Okay.
You just type in Kaato, you'll find it.
All right, cool. Thanks a lot for sticking around, guys, and hanging out with us for a little bit.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thanks, man.
See you. Bye.